Jeff, San Diego sports leader, Double X 1090, San Diego Padre baseball. Padres have the day off. They're traveling to Florida. They will take on the Miami Marlins tomorrow. The Miller Lite pregame show starts at 3. First pitch in Miami is at 4:10. You can listen to all the action right here on San Diego sports leader, Double X 1090.
All right, Dave, you can stop by Stump's Market in Point Loma to enjoy a Saturday barbecue with Double X 1090 and Dietz and Watson. We'll be grilling up New York Deli beef franks, jalapeno pepper cheese franks, and andouille chicken sausage. Find out all the information at xx1090sandiego.com. Coming up in just a couple of minutes, Mercito Gesta. Sorry, Mercito, I was pronouncing it Gesta. It's Mercito Gesta. You want to pay attention to him. Fighting out of San Diego. How about this record, fella? 25-0 with 13 knockouts. Fights in the lightweight division and will be featured a week from tomorrow on ESPN2 when he takes on Ty Barnett. Ty Barnett with a record of 20-2. We'll talk boxing with no mercy. Mercito Gesta in just a couple of minutes. You still paying attention to the fight game, Dave?
I am. Not as much as I used to, but I am. You know, a little bit of it, upsets me, but when it's a big name out there, if it's a local kid, absolutely I'm watching.
Well, now fighting out of San Diego, like I mentioned, record of 25-0, 13 knockouts, fights in the lightweight division. It is Mercito Gesta, and he joins us right now on San Diego sports leader, Double X 1090. Mercito, it's Dave and Jeff. Thanks so much for the time. How you doing?
Hi, guys. I'm doing good. How you guys doing?
Good, great. Thank you. Hey, Mercito, about a week out from the fight right now. How's training camp going?
Training camp was good. Got some good sparring, and right now I just watching my weight and try to cut my weight, and the training is already done. Just my weight right now.
Mercito, how do you start your training? I mean, as far as here you are, you schedule a fight, you're ready to go. How does your training usually work out? As far as how many weeks do you need to get ready?
Actually, I've been ready because my last fight, I think it was like April, so I've been ready since like 2 months ago. And then when the fights kind of close, that's the time that we kind of more push more harder our conditioning, our technique more, and especially sparring. And so I even sparred like 12 rounds like that 2 weeks ago, and then but I feel great. I feel good in this training camp that we have right now, and I'm getting ready for the fight.
Mercito Gesta joins us, fights out of San Diego, California with a record of 25-0, 13 big wins by knockout. He'll face Ty Barnett a week from tomorrow night. You'll see the fight on ESPN2. Mercito, you talked about your weight right now. People in that know boxing know the lightweight division has a maximum weight of 135 pounds. What are you walking around at right now?
Right now I'm like 143, 144.
Perfect.
Right,
so you're right there.
I'm right there, yeah. I'm right there. So just to cut more a little bit pounds, and I still have until Thursday for weigh-in, so I'm perfect right now.
Mercito, you're 24 years old. At what age did you get interested in boxing?
I went. My first fight in pro is when I was 16. I went there when I was 15 in a boxing club, and then as soon as I just turned 16, that's my first fight in pro, and that's it.
And no amateur fights?
No, I didn't have any amateur fights.
Wow.
One of my trainer in Philippines, which is a brother of Jerry Peñalosa, he's a world champion before. He told me that I think I'm ready for pro because I've been sparring with pros, and that's the start, and I just go straight to pro.
Talking to Mercito Gesta, you will see him in action a week from tomorrow night. We're Dave and Jeff at San Diego sports leader, Double X 1090. Mercito right now at 25-0, 13 knockouts. You grew up in the Philippines. What brought you to San Diego?
It was I got here because of boxing. I was supposed to fight undercard, a big fight, and then that's why I got here in America. And then it's a kind of long story. My coach from the Philippines, he went here in LA, and then I meet him, and then he went to San Diego for because someone needs a boxing coach, in a gym. So I went with him, go with him, and that's the start. I'm here in San Diego, and then I love it. I stay here, and now I'm representing San Diego.
Fantastic. Again, who's your inspiration? Who got you into boxing? What's your inspiration as far as when you're watching the sport? Is there somebody out there that you'd like to be like?
Yeah, I've watched a lot of fighters in boxing. You know, I look at them the way they style, but my real inspiration is my dad. He's a fighter. He was a amateur when he was a kid, amateur boxing, but then as he grew up, he went to Muay Thai, kickboxing, and I grew up with watching his fight, and so I feel like, someday when I grew up, I want to be like that too. So, my whole inspiration is just my dad, and that's why I'm here.
Love it. Talking Mercito Gesta, you'll see him fighting Ty Barnett. Ty Barnett, a record of 20-2. They will be on ESPN2. Friday night fights a week from tomorrow. What do you know about Ty Barnett?
I just saw some couple of his fight of Ty Barnett. Not that much fight that we saw in this guy, but we have a plan for this guy.
Good.
And he's tall, he's long reach, but we have technique, planning. We've been training how to get in this guy, and his weakness. So you'll see him Friday, next Friday night on ESPN, and I think it'll be a good fight because this guy, he's confident. He's been talking, and I hope he's gonna give a good fight too. He needs to be really in good shape because I'm really in good shape right now, and we'll give the fan a good fight.
Mercito, how did you come up with the nickname No Mercy?
It was in my team. It was in my team. They were like doing they planning to change my ring name because they called me Guerrero before, which is in the Philippines. They said it's a warrior in Spanish, but I'm not Spanish, I'm Filipino. So my team says you need to change your ring name. Let's think about what's good. So then Mercito, and then they said No Mercy, and it's kind of rhyme. I said, oh, maybe No Mercy, and then just stuck on the side. And I'm like, all right, I feel like, no, is it too? I'm like, is it too kind of really bad? Mercy's like, oh, it's only in the ring, No Mercy. It's like, all right, okay. So that's the start of my ring name.
Hey, Mercito, congratulations on everything, man. We're big fight fans around here, and when guys from San Diego are about ready to burst on the big scene, we love talking to them, and you're one of those guys, man. Record of 25-0. He's with Top Rank. Big fight coming up against Ty Barnett. A week from tomorrow night, you'll see that fight on ESPN2. The win there, and all of a sudden, guys are talking about a title shot. Mercito, stay healthy. Best of luck next Friday night. We'll be watching.
Thank you so much. Thank you. I appreciate it.
You got it. That's Mercito Gesta. You can follow him online, Mercito-Gesta, which is spelled Gesta. The fight, though, is next Friday night, Dave, on ESPN2. Watch it. Love these stories, man. Love stories about guys that have come to San Diego to chase their dream. And Mercito's one of those guys. Great kid, just a week away from the fight. And again, when your record is 25-0 with 13 knockouts, I mentioned all the great fighters that have come through here. I talked about recent guys. Can't forget guys like the great Archie Moore, Ken Norton, all guys with San Diego ties. Boxing in this town goes back forever. And here's our newest guy. Keep an eye on. So I hope you'll all check that fight out a week from tomorrow night. You'll see it on ESPN2.
Absolutely. I love nicknames in boxing. Yeah, they always come with different nicknames. That's just why I asked the question. Do you remember Carl the Truth Williams?
Yes!
How did you end up with the name of the truth? You punch someone in the face and
idea.
say, oh, that hurt. That's the truth. I'm not lying. It hurt. How do you come up with the truth? I was wondering how these guys end up coming up, if it's a group of guys that do it, or all of a sudden, Jeff the Man Dot said anything.
That's it.
You know what I'm saying?
All of it.
How do you come up with all the names? But boxing, the one thing I really like about the sport is when you talk about the weigh-in and the guys tear each other down, or the guys that talk trash, because in every other sport, it's bullets and board material. You just don't do that. You don't tell, the Chicago Bears, we're going to beat the hell out of you on Sunday. I don't even know why you're showing up to the stadium. But in boxing, they tell you everything they plan on doing. Whether they do it or not, it's so much trash talk and trying to get someone else's head. But in every other sport, you just don't do it. You don't talk trash. You just go about your business and compliment the other team. Remember Lou Holtz, nonstop, complimenting William and Mary. You know, it didn't matter who they're playing.
No matter what, you can never say it, but you like it. You like it when you're hearing that Ty Barnett's talking a little trash. He's asking for trouble, Dave. He's asking for a beatdown. He's going to get one a week from tomorrow night.
A lot going on again here in San Diego. Of course, Chargers are getting going as far as practices go. Looking forward to a great 2012 season.